Hello everyone, I did my presentation on the invention of Scafe by Singtex. Today you'll learn a little bit about the company Singtex, what Scafe is and how it's made, why it was made, and what benefits come from Scafe. So what is Singtex? Singtex is a Taiwanese company that opened in 1989 with the main focus of developing functional textiles. They recognized the impact of rapid climate change and how it was going to challenge the survival of the human race. They wanted to uphold the philosophy that we all must do our part in protecting the planet and ourselves. Singtex is one of the top leading companies in developing eco-friendly functional textiles in Taiwan. Singtex invested millions in establishing and pioneering a research and development center and precision environmentally dyeing center. They continue to invest their money in these centers for hopes of becoming a sustainable supplier for international clothing brands. What is Scafe? In 2008, Singtex developed Scafe, which is their name for coffee yarn. It is made from plastic bottles and coffee grounds. It is an environmentally friendly, high-tech yarn that yields many benefits. When the coffee grounds are applied to the textile fiber, it enhances their functionality without affecting dye performance. No solvents are used, and there are no carbonizing treatment being used in the production of the fiber. This is reducing CO2 emissions by 2.7 kilograms. The textile is made with the combinations of low temperature, high pressure, and energy-saving techniques. How it's made. Making Scafe is a process that relies on the food waste of coffee grounds. It is possible to make the Scafe from scratch and from the raw bean, but it would be the same byproduct of coffee. The first necessary step in the production of Scafe is roasting. Roasting forces the bean to swell, allowing the space inside to expand. The next step in the production is brewing. The process of brewing removes any material that may be clogging any extra spaces in the bean. The next step would be the beginning of the Scafe process developed by Singtex. This process is patented, so not a lot of details provided. What we do know about the process is that the coffee grounds are thoroughly dried. After, the grounds are used to extract coffee oil. When Singtex first developed this process, the extraction of coffee oil from the grounds was their first victory. They were able to develop the first film material without the use of food-based production. After extraction, the grounds are grounded even more. The final step would be the non-ionizing. What we know about the application process is that the coffee grounds are applied onto the yarn surface, which allows the grounds to fill in any microscopic holes in the fiber. In this image, you can see what is happening in the process. You see they go from the coffee beans into the coffee grounds, where they extract the oil. They've listed what they do with any extra coffee oil. So the coffee oil is not used in the Scafe yarn. They take the oil and use it for any other products. And then after the coffee grounds are the oil is extracted from the coffee grounds, they have the master batches, which is then applied to the yarn and then made into fabrics, and then finally made into the apparel. What are the benefits? The benefits of Scafe is that it has a faster drying time than cotton by 200%. There is a better odor control on this textile by letting the coffee trap the odors in the structure of the fibers. Even after washing, the odor control aspect is still effective. The coffee grounds that were applied to the yarn fills in the microscopic holes that would normally be empty in any other fiber. This helps block harmful UV rays. This is another long-lasting effect that is natural and chemical-free. The final benefit that Singtex mentions for Scafe is a cool touch to this material. They said that the fiber is able to cool your skin temperature by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. That can benefit you if you are working out or in warmer conditions. In this image, you can see Singtex has clearly outlined the benefits of having the coffee in the fibers. It shows the images of how the fibers are trapping and collecting odor, the moisture being able to be wicked away from the body in the fibers, the UV protection from the close knit, and the ice cool touch by removing heat from the body and letting cool air through. This next image also shows the comparison of Escafé to functional poly and cotton materials. Why coffee? You may wonder why Singtex chose to use coffee as a material to produce fiber and textiles from. Coffee is everywhere. In a research from Statista.com, they predict 4.8 million 60-kilogram bags of coffee will be consumed in Canada in a 12-month period for 2021. The population of the entirety of Canada is only 91.7% of California. Imagine how much coffee is consumed in the entirety of the United States, let alone the entire world. That's a lot of coffee grounds. Singtex actually says that the idea was developed from a joke that they had. Singtex uses melt-spun fibers that are made from plastic bottles as the base fiber. Then they use the coffee grounds they process as an application onto the base fiber. Even if it wasn't the first idea of Singtex, the use of coffee grounds in textiles is a huge decrease in food waste. In the future, Singtex hopes to find even more uses for coffee ground outside of wearable fabrics. With the abundance of coffee grounds in the world, they predict that coffee grounds will be one of the largest used materials for innovative ways of sustainable efforts. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from my presentation, and I look forward to connecting with you through the online discussion.